Hello, everybody! This is Yobi2 coming at you with my episode review of episode 5 of Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun. Now, this was a little different from some of the past episodes. It introduced a couple more characters, but I don't feel like they're going to play as big a role as some of the characters we've had in the past couple episodes. So let's get into this. We first meet off, it starts off with Sakura coming home to Nozaki's place, and she's like, "Oh, you cleaned your place up. How wonderful." He goes, "Yeah, I cleaned your place. I cleaned it up last night." She's like, "Oh, he did this for me." He says, and then he starts cleaning it like really crazy after he gets a call, and turns out his editor's coming over, and she's like, "But you cleaned even more for a girl." He goes, No, I'm cleaning more for my editor. Even more than a girl. I clean up for if a girlfriend was coming over. I'm gonna clean up. I more wanted to clean up for an editor than if a girlfriend was coming over. So we meet his editor, who is Ken-san, who is this chubby, glasses, otaku type of character, who's really interesting. He's very soft-spoken, doesn't say much. He's very punctual with responding right away, which Nozuki loves. He loves his current editor because he couldn't stand his former editor, Mayano. So, he cannot stand Mayano, which is, his editor he just can't stand. He just can't stand it. So, that was really awesome that we learned about the characters. We also meet Yukari in the episode, who is another manga artist who is Nozaki's basically works upstairs, lives upstairs from Nozuki. So we have some minor characters coming in. We have Nozuki in this episode also trying to work with his current editor on his his current editor on his manuscript, as there's asking this, and Nozuki knows what the character's trying to say, but doesn't. So in order to basically understand his character more towards the end of the episode, Nozuki asks Sakura to call Miyako, who is this character's, the female character's name, so he can basically play his character and try to get inside his character's head a little more by trying to play, which brings some rambunctious, fun stuff up, but this was a pretty decent episode. It wasn't the best so far. It's got to be on my lower list. It's so far out of the episodes, this was my least favorite so far, but I have to give props for the rambunctious stuff that happened. The fact that we've met 3 more characters for the bunch. The fact that Nozuki is really basically very committed to his work, and the fact that he says even if Ken-san leaves to another place, he'd follow her, and Ken-san's trying to say to him, "Dude, you can only do shoujo mangas, so you can't really follow me other places." So this was a fun episode. It was an interesting episode. It had, like I said, some new characters added in, but much going on, nothing more than just trying to give us more characters, how Nozuki feels about his current editor, how he feels about his former editor. We can see the rambunctious side of his former editor, Mayano, who basically lives in a world where everything is around him. Nozuki tries to come up with an idea, he tries to claim it. Nozuki's given a suggestion, and he hands when he handed his former editor his manuscript, the editor kind of made it his point to rub it in Nozuki's face that he basically, came up with the idea or suggested the idea or whatever. So of course Nozuki really didn't like his former editor and likes his current editor Ken-san, because Ken-san just does his job, gives a little feedback, and replies promptly to any message Nozuki basically sends out. So it was really interesting, the characters there. Meeting Yukari, I don't know how big a role Yukari is going to play in the series whatsoever, because she's just a neighbor and doesn't really help Nozaki-kun with his manga. So other than that, it was a decent episode. Pretty good, decent episode, but I could have been wanting more. Thus, this is the old boy 82 saying, if you like this video, please click like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. This is you 82 signing out.